Here we go. Ready. Red 80-80. Hut, hut, hut.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team.
The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will start this game off with the football. The run inside. It's Miller. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. Fires quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He's going to run it. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent.
Maybe a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great...
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did it.
Welcome to Austin Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought.
And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Trojans offense will go to work first. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes a catch. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy front of us.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
He's got him, and he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting... Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But, Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Miller. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job in execution.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's on the move. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell this.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Goes high to pull it in. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Barber. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's BYU in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now on 1st down from the 30. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 2nd down coming up. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Nice grab in traffic. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And it's incomplete on third down. The Ducks decide to punt it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that point.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The give on the counter. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Fires it incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble on the play. Now the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Field goal is good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After the run, now to throw. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. You highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Not much room to run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Riggs. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. On the move, he fires. Complete in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gresham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play.
Snags it and he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They'll run it from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They believe they can run right here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gives it on the option. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally...
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. Doing it himself again. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's a draw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field and throwing to your best players.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Being chased. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. The play action fake. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.